what is what is Being Angel about? Like, what is?
Well, we have our mission is a little long-winded, but the short version of our mission is we are about improving the quality of life for special needs children. And we do that by providing the various services that we do. When they can't find funding anywhere else, we're the last ditch effort for these families to come to. And it is primarily about 95% of our children come from the very low income ranges. So it's not like a family that could afford a $10,000 wheelchair, they're not going to get served here.
Yeah.
But the family that there's no way they could possibly do that. And they don't necessarily have to be low income to be in that category either. You know, they could have 6 kids and be making $100,000 and still, you know, be struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And so special needs children, hearing impaired children generally are a little behind the curve in their education to begin with because they haven't heard for a while. And so either you put a hearing aid in or they get the cochlear implants, or language is very important to them, but they're always struggling kind of to catch up. And I'll give you an example. We had a young man that we gave a hearing aid to when he was about 8 or 9 years old, and he was still in special needs classes, but he became a sophomore in high school, and then we refreshed his hearing aid. You know, I mean, it was an old hearing aid, so we gave him a new one, and he's now mainstreaming and will be going to college.
Okay.
So, I mean, it really did. Those 2 hearing aids in his lifetime really changed his life. It changed his life. Same with adaptive equipment. You know, these parents, recently we have about 85% of all families that have children with disabilities are divorced or will divorce. And that's because the struggle is 24/7.
Yeah.
And so because of that, we have a lot of single parents, mostly moms, but we have some single dads too. So we have a single mom whose son, when he was little, she could just pick him up and out of the wheelchair and put him in the van, you know, and that wasn't a big deal. But now he's 16 and he weighs 150 pounds, you know, she can't so easily do that. So van lifts, we'll do a van lift or a van ramp, or get her a medical stroller, which is a little lighter weight than she can use. I mean, just anything to enhance the lives of these children, but also the families too. I mean, we're all about keeping the family together. That's important to us.
I think last question.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to say about to help?
Well, I think if you're going to be sharing Being Angel with any group, the thing that I would say is this is a population group. Let me give you an example. This young man was born normally, and he was in the car in the back seat with his older brother and his mother, and they were 2 blocks from their house, and somebody ran into them. The mother was killed instantly. The brother had just a few scrapes on him, but he was 2 years old when that happened. And Dad was home. Well, the neighbors came running to Dad and said, your family's just been in an accident. And when Dad got to the scene of the accident, they were placing him in a body bag. They had declared him dead. And Dad went over and unzipped the bag. He was just so distraught and started doing CPR, brought this child back to life. So this child, he's intellectually disabled now, you know, but he knows, I mean, he doesn't know he's intellectually disabled, but he doesn't know where he was before this happened, obviously. But he is one of the most joyful children you'll ever want to meet. He loves life. He just loves life. And recently he just got out of his wheelchair and started walking with therapies. So it's really a wonderful story because that's what we wanna do, we wanna help Dad. And this group of kids that you see, they are nonverbal for the most part. Of our special needs children, our medically fragile children, 90% of them are nonverbal, they won't talk. And so the main thing is we know that they're inside, we just need to communicate to find out how to get to them.
Yeah.
And because they do think, they're kids, and it's our job, what I was going to say is the population group of these kids, you don't see them out and about a lot. You just don't see them. They get stared at. You know, Mom would rather, it's easier for Mom to go to the grocery store alone than, you know, to bring this child home because she's going to be stared at and it's going to be a lot of problems. You know, she just, so this is a population, what I call kind of an unspoken population group. So the last thing I want to say, and I hope that you will say it, is that it's really important for someone to be the voice for these children. They don't have a big rally group like the cancer children who need our help too. I mean, I'm not saying one group over another, but because any children's charity is so important. However, this group of kids, their parents are so busy just working and taking care of them, they don't necessarily have the time to advocate for them. So advocation is really important to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're real passionate about these kids.
My sister has, I think she has